My name is Kathy Pinsent and I'm an authorised celebrant. And I'd firstly like to welcome those people watching via live stream and just to assure you that although we can't see you, we feel your presence here today. Family and friends, I welcome and thank you for being here today to celebrate the life of Peter Kevin Hayes, known as Pete, Dad, and Poppy P, and give it the recognition and respect it deserves. Pete was important to each of you in different and very special ways. He was a father and father-in-law to Diana, Alison and Steve, Kevin and Karen, Francis, Pauline and Mark, Rosemary and Adam, Isla, Dean, Scott, who is deceased, Murray, deceased, and Glenn. He was a grandfather to 22 and a great-grandfather. Pete was the middle child to Percival and Mary and a brother to 6 siblings, one of whom, Brian, is with us today. He was also a brother-in-law, an uncle, and a cousin. We also think of those who over the years have been special in Pete's life, or for whom he was important. The people he grew up with, the people he worked with, the people whose company he enjoyed, his friends. Today is a day for memories. It will be remembered for many reasons, but mainly I hope it will be remembered by you as a special day when you shared some time with others in order to pay your respects and to say a fond farewell to Pete. We gather to recall the little things that gave Pete a special place in your heart. Those happy times when you laughed and those times when your hearts broke as one. Who could put a price on memories? Keep his memory alive by remembering just these few things about Pete. Remember how Pete always wore braces and Leary shirts. The learier the better. And I noticed a couple of braces here today. Remember Pete's amazing work ethic, holding down 3 jobs at one stage so that he could support the family. Remember how he loved to go fishing and to chill out in his spare time. Remember the camping, fishing, gold panning and shooting holidays. Remember Pete as a proud and very independent man, still living at home and enjoying the simple pleasures of life. Remember Pete's enjoyment of sci-fi books. Remember how Pete used to go to the Tukley RSL Club every day to play the pokies and enjoy a lemon, lime and bitters, or a hot chocolate, or a cup of soup. Remember Pete's garden and his knack for growing fresh vegetables. Remember Pete as a proud veteran. Remember his love and pride for his grandchildren and great-grandchildren, and how he used to play in the yard with them when he was more mobile. We take comfort knowing that Pete passed away with his family close by. I'd like the memory of me to be a happy one. I'd like to leave an afterglow of smiles when life is done. I'd like to leave an echo whispering softly down the ways of happy times and laughing times and bright and sunny days. I'd like the tears of those who grieve to dry before the sun of happy memories that I leave when life is done. When special people touch our lives, then suddenly we see how wonderful our world can really be. Shortly, we'll hear the stories of Pete's life and some special memories. And this will then begin a special journey through his life, which are all welcome to continue after this service at the Tukley RSL Club, of course. Please join Pete's family if you're able. And I'd firstly like to invite his daughter, Alison.
Peter Kevin Hayes was born on the 12th of May 1929, on Mother's Day. He was Nan's firstborn of 4 boys and Pop's fourth of 7 boys. He grew up around Junee area and would go rabbit shooting at a young age. He once told me his best friend was a dog named Bindi. Dad joined the RAF as the Army rejected him due to his eyesight. He did not talk much about his time in the Korean War, but informed once he shot at anything that moved. He married Ruth Jarrett and had 6 children, 5 girls and 1 boy. Mum passed away at a young age and left Dad with 3 young girls to raise. He then met Margaret Winton and they married, and we become the Brady bunch of 6 girls and 5 boys. Dad was a very private man in many ways. He did not have many friends, but the ones he had, he treasured and were special to him. And he was loved by many. Growing up as kids, we did not socialise with other people, but did things as a family. We went camping, gold panning out west, or fishing holidays at South West Rocks. Dad liked to fish on his own as he enjoyed his own company. I think it was his way to escape 6 children. If you were lucky to go with him, you were not permitted to talk and would have to fish down the beach. While holidaying at South West Rocks one time, he came home from fishing with several stitches in his head when he was hit with a sinker by another guy fishing near him. It was hard to get Dad to talk about himself, but I remember as kids growing up, we would go to Nan and Pop Hayes' for Christmas dinner with his sibling families. Here we would sit and listen to tales and antics of their childhood. Dad worked hard to support his family, to feed, clothe and put a roof over our head, and I remember once he had 3 jobs to do this. I discovered the other day that Dad was a gymnast as a young man and quite good at it, as his dad built him bars to practice on. Uncle Brian's dad was the youngest brother, sent me information about where their dad decided to invest in a chicken farm where the boys had to keep the fires going to keep the young chickens warm. However, the neighbours were not happy with the roosters crowing morning, noon and night. They sold the chickens when they were old enough and made enough money to purchase a house. Dad did brag about living in Junee, where his brothers and him would go, where his brother Bob and him would go swimming in the town's water supply tank and urinate in the water. He always thought it was funny how people drank, not just family but the whole town, drank his urine. But I always thought, but never said to him, you also drank the water, Dad. Dad loved his grandchildren and spent time with them when he was able. He would grow snapdragons and call them woof woofs while snapping at the kids. He would have them in fits of laughter. I could stand here all day talking about the man who mentored me in life through the good times and the not so good. I'm a better person for having him as my dad. I would like to just say, those we love don't go away. They walk beside us every day, unseen, unheard, but always near, still loved, still missed, and very dear. Dad is now with Mum, who was his first true love. Until we meet again, Dad.
Thank you, Alison. And I'd now like to invite Pete's granddaughter, Natalie, to speak on behalf of the grandchildren.
Poppy or Poppy Pete. No matter what your name for him was, he was nothing less than extraordinary. Pop had a zest for life. His presence was immense, and his everyday actions taught us about patience, understanding, and unconditional love. It was this unconditional love that he showed to all of his grandchildren which earned him the utmost respect. Pop did a lot of things in his life, but he was ever so proud of his family. He was the most amazing man to many, but to his grandchildren, he was our hero. Pop's positive outlook on life and his ability to find joy in the simplest things inspire us every day. Our bond with Pop is not just about blood, but a connection of love and shared experiences that make life beautiful. Many of our memories of Pop are similar. He was a very hands-on grandfather and loved spending time with us, sharing with us the many amazing stories while we sat on his lap in his favourite chair, also showing us his many treasures he collected during his life. I found a quote that read, "Grandfathers are magicians who create wonderful memories for their grandchildren." This was Pop. The magic trick of making lollies appear from behind your ear was always a favourite to us all. Magically, he also never crashed his van while letting some of us change the gears for him while he was driving. Pop would spend the better part of his day in his garden showing us all how to plant and grow from seeds. The memories we have eating all the lemonade lemons in the driveway, stealing the peaches and passion fruits in the summer and getting caught, although never getting in trouble. Instead, he would out come his trusty pocket knife and he would cut it up for us. A day spent with Pop would usually include sucking the nectar from the honeysuckles and eating the weird fruit which made your tongue feel furry. And at the end of the day, we would pack the car up and he would take us to the beach to go fishing. So many nights of sitting on the beach in the dark, playing in the sand with Pop, helping us reel in the ginormous fish to which we then had to help drag up the sand dunes back to the van. As we remember Pop, we cherish the moments we all shared, the time spent devoted to his family, and the invaluable life lessons he taught us, which will live on through our children. You lived an amazing life. Your sacrifices and hard work have paved the way for our success, something which we can never repay, but are forever grateful for. I am sure you are here in spirit today wishing we were not making a fuss and would hurry up so you can get back to the club. Heaven is a beautiful place because they now have you. Pop, you made our childhood unforgettable, and we love you.
Thank you, Natalie. We'll now pause for a few moments to enjoy Pete's life and photos.
Unforgettable, that's what you are. Unforgettable, though near or far, like a song of love that clings to me. How the thought of you does things to me. Never before has someone been more unforgettable in every way. And forevermore, that's how you'll stay. That's why, darling, it's incredible that someone so unforgettable thinks that I am unforgettable too. and forevermore. That's how you'll stay. That's why, darling, it's incredible that someone so unforgettable thinks that I am unforgettable too.
I noticed a couple of Larry shirts there. May you find support in your love for one another. And may you find strength in your hearts. Pete will live on in the memories of those who loved him for as long as they live. He will never be gone, for a small part of him lies within each of you. As previously mentioned, Pete was a proud veteran. And I'd now like to ask you to stand as I read the ode, if you're able. And this will be followed by a minute's silence. They shall not grow old, as we that are left grow old. Age shall not weary them, nor the years condemn. At the going down of the sun and in the morning, we will remember them, lest we forget. Please be seated. And we'll now take a few moments to allow you to come forward if you wish, leave your poppy and say your own quiet goodbyes to Pete. Lives which have been closely tied together cannot be separated without pain. So our thoughts today are particularly with all of Pete's family. And we think also of all the other people who've been important in Pete's life. Before we farewell Pete, let us be thankful for the intangibles. The impact of his life on yours, his smile, his courage, his love of life, the significant moments and fun times, his concern and care, his place in history, and most of all, his love for you, his family, and his friends. Pete is at rest, he is at peace. May his spirit fly free. With reverence now, we commit the body of Peter Kevin Hayes, grateful for the life that has been lived and for all that his life has meant to you. Pete, your compassion and generous nature we commit to our memories. Your love, humour and friendship we commit to our hearts. Your body we commit to its natural end. With respect now, we bid you farewell, and we leave you now to rest in peace.
I'm too sexy for my love, too sexy for my love, love's going to leave me. It hurts, and I'm too sexy for Milan, too sexy for Milan, New York and Japan. And I'm too sexy for your party, too sexy for your party, the way I'm disco dancing. I'm a model, you know what I mean, and I do my little turn on the catwalk, yeah, on the catwalk, on the catwalk, yeah, I do my little turn on the catwalk. Sexy by far, and I'm too sexy for my hat, too sexy for my hat. What you think about that? I'm a model, you know what I mean, and I do my little turn on the catwalk, yeah, on the catwalk, on the catwalk, yeah, I shake my little tush on the catwalk. My little turn on the catwalk, yeah, on the catwalk, yeah, on the catwalk, yeah, I shake my little tush on the catwalk. I'm too sexy for my cat, too sexy for my cat, poor pussy cat. I'm too sexy for my love,